Hi, I'm here to talk about an offer called Internal Polarity Dialogue. In this video, I will talk about who this offer is for, my experience with this work, what sessions look like, and how you can apply. So, Internal Polarity Dialogue sessions are for women who struggle to prioritize their own happiness, well-being, safety, or pleasure in connection with a partner or with family or at work. That is to say, they struggle with people-pleasing and tend to be sacrificing. So they, just tend to give and make sure other people are okay at their own expense. Yeah. If that description resonates with you, I invite you to feel into these feeling descriptors I'm about to share about how that pattern might make you feel. Like, if you have this people-pleasing or self-sacrificing tendency, you might feel just really sad about it, really frustrated, or numb, or angry. And having experienced those emotions so much in my life, from my own people-pleasing patterns, I know the power of really taking time and awareness to ground and center and prioritize myself over what I think will make someone else happy or okay. Yeah, so that's who internal polarity dialogues are for. Now, as far as my experience, last year I had a conversation with a friend where we were unblocking each other and giving reflections, and I ended up facilitating this interesting conversation where I had her speak to her masculine and feminine parts. And when I say masculine here, I'm referring to a part of us that cares about progress and external action. It might be concerned with questions like, what do I want and how will I get it? And when I say feminine, I'm referring to another part inside us that is more inward focused, more introspective, and concerned with things like, who am I? Why does this matter? So with my friend, I had her speak as her masculine part and as her feminine part. And we got to understand that her feminine did not trust her masculine to let herself relax and celebrate after accomplishing some work she wanted to do. And so that conversation was fascinating because she got to, through awareness of this conflict between her two internal parts, help them move more towards cooperation and how they can help each other, support each other, and have less friction internally. And so in the weeks and months after our call, she was able to be more productive and have those parts exist more harmoniously within her. Yeah. So that's one component of my experience. Another is 2 sessions I've had more recently in this related modality I've been training in this year. I've had over 100 hours of training with this. And in a session I held last month, a client wanted to feel happier and more confident. And through my facilitation, she got to understand that her people-pleasing tendencies were preventing herself from feeling this way. So she found a mantra for herself that was helpful, which was, I can do it, and I will do it, and I want to do it. And that was really reassuring for her, and that was a place for her to return to that phrase that would allow her to prioritize her experience when she felt those tendencies to minimize her own needs and struggle to advocate for herself. Yeah, and another session just last week, another client wanted to feel less tension and stress and more love with a family member. And through my facilitation, she understood that she has a large reservoir of energy in one place in her body. And when she feels the tension and stress, she can spread that energy through the rest of her body to feel more present and relaxed, to be able to access a greater sense of love with this family member. Yeah, so with those 2 sessions I just described, my skills that I bring to the work here is my intuition. I feel so able to, from a non-thinky, non-brainy part of my existence, able to just intuit what the moment calls for, like what to say or when to pause or what stands out from something a client has just said. Yeah, My curiosity is another skill I've developed this year. This is my ability to tap into like what's important, or like where does this conversation want to go, and through really targeted, thoughtful questions, we often find a useful place in the client's journey. And additionally, loving presence has been a useful tool of mine. And this is a union of masculine presence, which is holding space for a client, giving my full attention, presence, and focus on what they're sharing with me, their body language, their tone, and as well as feminine love, which is just this part that really cherishes and honors the person in front of me, knowing there's nothing wrong with them, there's nothing that needs to be fixed, and just really enjoying who they are exactly as they are in front of me in the moment. Yeah, so through intuition, curiosity, loving presence, and having facilitated one of these internal polarity dialogues last year, I feel really excited to offer this to you. So this will look like 1 or 2 or 3 90-minute video calls, where on each call you will share the situation or relationship or connection, the circumstance that had you reach out in the first place, has you wanting to experience more internal harmony with your masculine and feminine. And then I'll flow from there. I will intuitively lead a conversation between you and your masculine and your feminine. And before we get into your masculine and feminine parts in those sessions, I will lead us through a short meditation to help you feel into those parts of yourself and how they interact with the situation or circumstance you want to adjust in your life. And yeah, we'll flow from there. I can't say exactly what sessions will look like. Yeah, so I just feel so excited. I don't know what's best for you, but I know that by holding space and by helping you access these parts of yourself, like bring them to the surface, let you dialogue with yourself, and through my questions and my attention, I'm so excited to help you like feel into like holding and expressing boundaries, advocating for yourself, really prioritizing your needs, your wants, what makes you feel safe, comfortable, resourced, and happy in life. Yeah, that's my priority. And I want to help you by holding space and leading the conversation, guide you. It's really like a dance. Like we're going to co-create the conversation that leads you to whatever insight or way of being or next step you feel is right for you. Yeah, so if you're resonating with what I've shared here, I've shared a form below for you to fill out to apply for an internal polarity dialogue session. And if you feel like someone in your life could benefit from one of these sessions, please feel free to share this video with them. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.